Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Tonight, we're going to talk about um, a discussion about a little incident that happened yesterday. This is just something that I wanted to see that it was brought up and I got the word out and everything because I was deeply upset. So I just wanted to explain something. So not really having a good time, or I'm just having a hard time. I had a hard time sleeping last night after I got that comment. Um, I do feel that it is important in every way to give people advice on bullying. Like if you're bullied by somebody, if someone's calling you names and stuff like that, try and there's a few things that you can do um to maybe stop it, and other times you can't. You just do the best that you can, but if it gets out of control, make sure that you like uh for an example, if um I mean bullying can happen anywhere. But I'm just saying, if you're by yourself, like out in the real world, like out in public generally, just be careful, because you never know what can happen. I don't really like the fact that someone had to comment like that, and it's very very hurtful words. Um, and yes, people basically need to stop and think before they say something, because it does affect that person. It really does. Uh if you think about it. So I don't know, this is just I've pretty much been quiet all day today for the most part. I haven't really had much to talk about today. Um, it's just a quiet thing. I mean, when something like that happens to you, of course, it's going to affect you in every way, like it did me, because I was afraid that somebody else was going to maybe start calling me more names um, that aren't even necessary. I mean, ever since ever since I've done blogs and stuff, or if I'm out in public or something like that, I mean, I pretty much know what to do. And I know how to get help. So if I was in trouble or something like that, like if it was a stranger or someone that I didn't know, um, would I do the right things before it happens? Yes. And if it got out of control, what do I do? Well, if it's somebody that I don't know, and let's say they're trying they okay, for an example, because this is the first time I've ever talked about bullying and all of that. I mean, this is the first time, so um I'm gonna do the best that I can. Not everyone's perfect when it comes to subjects like this, because there's so much involved with bullying and um, name calling and all that kind of stuff. And when people do that, when they say that kind of stuff, um, sometimes it can go a little bit further than that. But I generally,
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
I'm sorry about that. There's just uh, weather situation that we're having. So I apologize that that was going off. There's just a weather alert going on here in Michigan, so it has been very annoying today. Uh, Listening to that. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. This is just a very special video, but I thought I'd give you guys advice and then what I had to go through yesterday. And now with that announcement, I got a little confused. But anyway, um, I'll talk about the basics and I'll tell you, uh, what I do is right and what I would do if they kept asking me to do something, would I do it? Okay, so, if somebody asked me to like get in their car and let's say that person said, I'm going to the gas station. Do you need a ride to go to work or do you need to go somewhere like anywhere? Would I get in their car? No. I would basically tell the person, no, I don't know you. I tell the person I don't know you. Um, and that would be it. I'm a person that is very uncomfortable when it comes to strangers because uh, you never know what's gonna happen. They might be saying that because maybe they seen you somewhere. For what? Who knows? I have no idea. I don't want to guess at it, but I'm just saying, just be careful. Just be extremely careful on what that person wants because sometimes they may be just saying that because it might make them feel comfortable, but um everyone's different in their own way, but generally in the inside it's very hurtful. I don't like name calling at all. I know that's uncalled for. It's very disrespectful. And yes, about 100%, maybe higher, it does affect it does affect everybody in some way.
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
Especially if they're special needs and they have cerebral palsy, they got autism, that type of thing. And if they got bullied and they were nonverbal and stuff like that, someone has to speak for them. So if they're not able to communicate or they just don't understand the situation, uh, explain it to them and let them know what happened. Like if they don't understand it, make it into a short sentence, but do that when you think the time is right. But make sure that you stand up, do the right thing, and don't let people take advantage of you no matter what the outcome is. Now, I personally will not let anybody get away with stuff like that. Seriously, because I can find my way out of situations that are uncomfortable on whatever it may be. I pretty much know what to do, and I know how to get help and ask, like, what am I supposed to do? That and then keep asking questions, and then after that, you tell them what your problem is, your concern, issues, that type of thing. And yes, they're going to ask you what's going on, what happened to you. Can we talk about it? And I know there'll be a reaction to it to where you're really uncomfortable and you're upset and you're crying and stuff like that. And it might take us maybe a few minutes or whatever. It might take us a while to calm down, but if we're unable to uh, generally discuss it with them, you could maybe have, like, if you're in school or something like that, if you're not able to talk about it or whatever, uh, I'm not saying you have to, because nobody can make you do that. All you got to do is ask somebody to speak for you, and then they can convert with each other, even though it's a very uncomfortable situation. And I hope that I never get bullied again. And I'm glad that people are actually looking out for me. And I did spend time looking at the comments. Thank you to the viewers and prescribers that seen this video and spent time listening to my story, because I've already got it on my agenda of what blogs for the week that we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about I'm trying to think. I'm gonna take it one step at a time. So the next video, if I feel up to it tonight, I'll do it. Depending on how I feel, I just feel like it's necessary that I talk about this now, because um you never know. And in regards to comments on what somebody says, or comments in general, or openly daily, I'm just encouraging everybody to make sure that you check your comments, because it's very hard to say what kind of comments you might get. I rather have good comments about good stuff, but I don't want to hear anything rude
DTX
or
Michigan, Detroit
anything like
Pontiac
that.
wind chill warning.
So um that would really annoy me.
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
Okay, this is, you know what? I'll be glad when winter's over. We'll just say that, because the this alert is just driving me nuts, and I'm trying to think and do this at the same time. I'm just about to, like, call it a day, but I'm not letting that bother me. I haven't done a blog all day, so I apologize that it keeps going off. But I'm not the one that's doing that. So this has been an all day thing. So I'm just trying to ignore that. And so I do care about everyone, and it I always have the time to talk to people about the situation, sit down with them, make them feel like they're at home and stuff. And if they need to stay and talk for a while, or just to calm down, or they're all worked up about uh, anything, it doesn't have to be just on bullying, being picked on, or name calling, that kind of thing. Let's say it's a whole different situation, like family stuff or whatever, or some emergency, or something happened, and it's something that seriously bothers you, and you keep blaming yourself and saying that it's all my fault. Well, I have to tell you this: when things happen to somebody, and it's somebody that you know, that you live with, and you blame yourself, saying that it's my fault that this happened, and you continue to say that, you got to realize we're in this all together. We're a united front. I want to keep it that way. And we all say that we all, I even say, when that it's my fault and stuff, there was a situation, but it's basically a reaction that everybody has uh, when a certain problem or emergency uh, goes into effect, or something happens to somebody. Yes, everyone's going to react to it, but everyone's going to react to it in a different way. Sometimes, if they're, I'm going to say, if they're nonverbal, or they see the situation and they express their feelings in a different way, and they don't know what's going on, but they watch, try and keep them as calm as you can. But the ones that know what happened, try and keep them calm as much as you can. You know, be there, talk to them, make them feel comfortable, and let them know that they're in good hands. Emergencies will be taken care of. Um, you know, I had um I had I had a little discussion with an anonymous person. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to get into any detail or anything like that. But I'm just saying from from the heart, I did what needed to be done to support that person and to see that that person was comfortable to go
DTX
on with
Michigan,
the rest
Detroit
of the
Pontiac
day.
wind chill warning.
So it all worked out. Everything was fine, and I got a phone call with a thank you. And I told my anonymous friend, I said, if there's anything that you need, please let me know right away, and I'll be there. I had my phone in front of me, so if someone needed to talk to me and it was a family emergency, or if somebody was in trouble, stuff like that, gotta be there for them. You gotta support them. I don't like ignoring people because to me, it's very rude. It's very rude to ignore people if you want to be there for somebody. Just show your support, your love and all that, because we all we all need each other. We all need to stand up for each other. And if one person can't speak for themselves, be an advocate for them. An advocate is a person that would would speak for them. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm an advocate for people with special needs, with cerebral palsy, autism, and any other kind of disorder you could think of, not like dementia and all that. I don't know nothing about dementia and all that. The ones that I generally know are cerebral palsy, autism, and a few others. Um, I'd like to name them all, but there's a big list. And that is basically where I'm sitting down, talking to them, giving them support and all that, listening to their story. And then after the discussion and what their concerns are, issues and stuff, um, then you go to the next step is you'll hear the cry for help would be, what do I do? Where do I go? And then um, the parent may not know what to do on certain situations like behaviors and stuff like that. So if if you guys have a problem and if there's anything that you need advice on, um, I I'm pretty good about uh explaining that to people, and I've had a lot of people come up and thank me because I gave them all the advice that I knew about a certain topic that they wanted to know about, um, behaviors and that. With autism, I was able to uh, sit down with some people and discuss that. I've actually gone and talked to people individually about stuff and listen to their personal story and
DTX
their,
Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
yeah, we know. So anyway, what I was just saying is that I'm a person that's very open with people. I
DTX Michigan, Detroit
That
Pontiac
is
wind
so
chill warning.
annoying. My God. Uh, Man, I I'm so glad that I don't have to work and deal with that tonight. That's drove me crazy all day. But I'll be glad when winter is over and I don't have to deal with all this stuff. Um, and so, um, the main thing is to support everybody, be there for each other, think of a plan A, plan B, and kind of work together as a team. That's what it's all about. And make sure that you guys keep the communication open. Communication is everything. Communication is very important to me. Updates are important to me. Situations are important to me. Everything above is important to me, everybody, every day. Okay, so the other thing I was going to say to you is that every day is a different day. Situations can happen every day. Situations happen every day. Emergencies happen every day. Anything can happen on a daily basis. It's just that some of us react in different ways on certain situations like emergencies and stuff like that. Why is that? I'm just blending in everything just in case you guys don't know that. I'm just giving you advice on stuff. So basically, um, we just have to be strong and help everyone out to make that short. But I will go into more in just a few moments. So we will talk about the upcoming vlogs that will be happening here, and I will be talking about all of those live videos and topics. So I want to share with you what is coming up for the remainder of the rest of the week. I can't really get out because uh, tons of schools are closed down. Everybody's at home, and nobody needs to be on the road. So if you got hit by that major snowstorm, the main thing is to stay home. Don't go to the gas station and try and fill up, because with this dangerously um, cold wind chills that uh, Southeast Michigan and other states have experienced, it's not really funny.
DTX Michigan, Detroit
Yeah,
Pontiac wind chill warning.
you know what I mean. So, um, I am going to go now, and I will have another vlog. I plan on doing another one at 11 o'clock because I'm going to round up and see what other vlogs I want to do and the topics and stuff. So, the two next live videos that will be coming up, if I don't do another one tonight, there will be another one indefinitely tomorrow because I'm going to be home all day because schools are closed and all that and everything else. So it's going to be a very interesting day tomorrow. So the next blogs that will be live tomorrow we'll talk about name calling. That's one of the blogs that will be doing name calling, how to deal with emergencies, situations, that type of thing. So those are the two blogs that I have coming up this week. As far as doing bowling blogs, I can't really get out and do any fun stuff right now. So those fun live videos um, are still going to happen as soon as this weather clears and the weather conditions are a lot better. So I am going to keep all these blogs going and make sure that they're daily. I'm just trying to make sure that there are educational videos in there, mostly on advice, situations, and topics, very important topics that everybody needs to know. So if you have any questions about my last video from yesterday called leaving comments for those that seen it, if you haven't, check it out. It's all there, and I explained everything that I went through yesterday. So please, if you have the time, check out that video. If you don't know the name of it, I'll tell you. It's called. You just go to YouTube and you put in my channel, and my channel name is called Eric's Autism World Channel. And if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be able to see all of my videos, all of my live streams, and everything. I do live streams daily, so I hope that all of you guys will join me for my daily videos. I am looking forward to having you join me in the live chat, and you guys can start asking me questions about concerns that you may have, situations, or anything in general, anything that you can think of that you're concerned about, you want to know about, you need advice on it, or what to do, or basically just answering or asking me questions, or even if it was about your day. I have the time to have open discussions with everyone. So I'm only one person, but I'm trying to be there for everyone that needs me. So um it you know, so I'll be doing a lot of vlogs on discussions on a whole bunch of stuff. But so everybody knows that if I ever have problems with being name called or bullied, I will have more further discussion on all of my experiences with that. I did write that down. I was really emotional about it. I was really upset last night and I was crying and stuff. And that's not normal for me because I've never experienced that, and I hope I never experience that ever again. Because I would never ever name call.
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
What I was trying to say is that I would never name call or anything like that because I know better not to do that. So any kind of support that I can get from uh anyone would be gladly appreciated. And before I go, thank you, everyone, for those that watched it. That meant the world to me, and I will continue to look for your comments and I will reapply to all of your comments. But for the ones that decide to send me, uh, that decide to leave me comments like name calling or leaving a comment that says stupid person, that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. Either you guys are using that, I'm not mentioning names or anything because I don't know who did that. But I'm just giving you an example that you want to watch out for that because it's not really funny when people are calling you names and stuff because that is very hurtful, it's wrong, and it's not funny, and it's very shameful. And like I said yesterday to whoever did that, I just tell them, shame on you. It is very embarrassing. So I I I can't emphasize this enough. Shame on you to the person that said that. I would gladly have liked an apology from that anonymous person, but I haven't heard anything. So, am I going to worry about it right now? No, I'm not going to let things bother me. If people are not going to apologize to me and tell me why they said that, I've learned to walk away from people that want to be mean and treat people um kind of in a hurtful way. Treat people the way they want to be treated. Nobody wants to be called names and stuff because when people say that stuff about me, but like I said, this is the first time that I've noticed that. Good thing I did go through my comments and stuff and told all of you guys that Um, if any of you guys see comments that make you uncomfortable that you don't like, kind of think of the plan A, plan B, and do it rather fast in a way. Don't let that person get away with it. Just look at the comments,
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
and then if there is a lot of comments like that, name calling or however they want to put it, and you're uncomfortable with those comments, do the right thing and do your best to handle that situation. And like I said before, wisely, just be careful. Uh, what you say to that person and everything like that. Now, if the anonymous person was joking and wanted to call me stupid, all I can say is shame on you. It's not very nice. I would accept an apology. If not, they might be just saying that because it makes them feel good about themselves. I don't really appreciate that. Do I look happy tonight about it? No. I'm having a hard time talking about my experience, but I wanted everyone openly to know, for those that did watch my live stream from yesterday's live stream that I did. Thank you to all of those once again that watched. That really, really surprisingly was good. And I did go through my comments and I did get some feedback. And it may have not been a ton of comments, but I got some. So I would really appreciate you guys, uh, you know, following me on my channel and, you know, getting the latest live streams, any kind of videos. I do a lot of live videos now, so that's why I'm like encouraging or asking that if you can subscribe to my channel, that would be very, very appreciated. You know, um, and so I would like to continue to grow my channel because I work very hard at doing all these videos. So I will continue to keep videos going, and looking forward to doing the next one uh, tomorrow. And I will see all of you guys in the next one. But if you can please do this for me, I will be so grateful from the bottom of my heart. I'll be very, very grateful. If you guys can help me out, I would really, really be grateful, and it would be awesome. And I will give you guys a thumbs up for doing what you did. And if a lot of people didn't see the video from yesterday, the live stream from yesterday, it's okay. As long as people are aware about bullying and being bullied on comments or other stuff, just be aware, because uh, you'll generally notice changes in behavior, that type of thing, or they're not talking to you and you ask them what happened. And like I said, that stuff is serious. So just play it safe. And if you have to have more communication,
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
and if you have to have more open communication with your son, daughter, teenager, that type of thing,
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
man, I'm telling you, I'll be glad when they get that dumb warning off the TV and stuff. It is really, really annoying. But they're basically just doing that because it's really important that everyone gets updates about stuff like that, especially in wintertime. and especially with this dangerously cold weather. I don't know. It's just been a weird uh winter. It's been very interesting. It's been a very interesting ride as far as winter goes. I don't like it. I want summer to come back. Summer is the only month of the season that I like every year. It's just summer. That's it. That's it. Now, before that interruption, what I was trying to say to everybody, to all of my subscribers, all the new people that are viewing my channel, thank you very much for tuning in, checking out my channel. I am so grateful that people are checking out my channel and seeing my live videos. That really touches my heart. I really appreciate that. So that's why I'm doing this for all of you guys, doing daily videos. When I first started it, I did uh, vlogs every day, but they were mostly like actually fun activity videos and stuff. But now I feel that educational videos, advice, that stuff, especially being bullied, now that's a whole different thing. But now I have a lot of topics that I have to think about, and all the important topics will all come together, and I will let you know about all the vlogs that I'll be doing. So just remember, the two vlogs I'll be doing is basically on name calling, what you should do if you're being name called, and all that stuff. I'll have all this stuff written down in front of me, and I'll explain to you guys what it is, and then please give me your feedback on what you think about that live video. And then also, I need feedback on this video as well. Just leave me a comment and tell me what you think on this video. I know it might seem that I may be confused and mixed up about what happened yesterday, and I am.
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
And so, yeah, I'm just in total confusion. So I've been really quiet. I'm not really talking to my friends and stuff about it right now. I feel that I want to like not talk about it and stuff, because if I bring it up all the time, it just upsets me and it bothers me. Bad enough I had a hard time sleeping last night, but I hope things will get better. And like I said, I hope that that doesn't happen anymore. So I'll be watching all of my comments, and if I notice that it starts up again, so just so everybody knows, that if I do see comments such as name calling, definitely name calling is one of them, your comments will be deleted. Any name calling is is not appropriate. It's very disrespectful, and I will not accept comments like that. They will automatically be deleted, and I'll make sure that I bring that up in the live video if that continues to happen. I haven't had any issues as of right now. I hope it has stopped. So I would appreciate it that you guys please, 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 please spread the word and let people know about being bullied, and give them the best advice on any kind of situation, because I'm not the only one that goes through situations such as this. And now I'm kind of alert now, and waiting, basically I'm alert on all discussions, because you never know what a person is going to say to you, and all of that. So you just gotta play it safe. So I'm kind of on alert. I'm not sure what they're gonna say. So, just be careful. And if it's a situation or a topic that makes you uncomfortable, ask the person if you can talk about something else. If not, you most definitely want to get help fast. If it gets out of control, make sure that you get help right away and do the right thing. If you have any questions for me on this video, on the discussion that I talked about, please let me know. I have more of a description about today's video. If you look under the description on this video, it will explain everything about this video. So I'm sorry if I didn't discuss everything in it, but it's all in the description on this video. It will explain everything that I was supposed to tell you guys. I did basically most of it, but I'm having a hard time remembering some of it, but I apologize. At least I tried. So next time I'm going to have it all printed out on a piece of paper and have it typed out. But I'm pretty good about remembering about situations and stuff like that. So feel free to um, comment, leave me a comment, and stuff like that. It's just really, really hard for me. Um, I mean, it's really hard. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hope I'm never ever called, name called or anything like that. Or basically, when you're name calling, making fun of somebody, calling their names and stuff, it is hurtful. And that's how I feel. I feel down, I feel hurt, and just alert now because now if people are going to name call me and bully me, those are people that you don't need to be around.
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
Those are people that you don't want to be around with. Though when you have people um doing that stuff, calling you names or whatever they can think of, those are not your friends. Those are not safe people. Only go to the people that are safe, people that you're comfortable talking to. But be careful. Some people may say that they know you, but on the other pages, just stop and think. The first thing I'd be saying if I felt comfortable, if they come up and say hi, um, would I say hi? Well, maybe. I might just wave at them, but I might not be open and have a conversation with them. I'm really careful when I'm out in public because I never know what someone's gonna say. And if someone says, "Do you want a ride to get to work, or do you need a ride to go somewhere?" You know what I'm gonna say to that person? There's two things that I do. Is that if it's someone that I don't know, that it's a complete stranger, I am going to not say anything to them at all or tell them I don't know you. And if they ask me if I need something, I'm gonna refuse unless it's somebody that I know. That's different. But if it's a complete stranger, no, I'm not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I need a ride to go here, this place. Oh, can you go to the grocery store and all that stuff?" You got to be careful when it comes to stranger, because what they call it is stranger danger. Be very careful. When I mean stranger danger, that means be fully alert because you don't know what may happen. That's why it's important to have communication. And if there's a problem, ask ask your kids, if they go to school and stuff, ask them how their day was going. Um, you know, or just ask them when they're comfortable. But if you notice that there's something going on that you're not quite sure of, and they're not telling you, and you ask them stuff and they're not comfortable telling you, then, uh, give them their space. They may not want to talk about it depending on what happened. But unfortunately, if it's something serious, it needs to be taken care of. Being bullied is very serious. It has to be taken care of. And I'm speaking for the ones that are nonverbal, the ones that are not able to speak. I am trying to help you,
DTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
is what I'm saying. I am trying to help you in any way that I can. So if we all work together as a team, we can make this happen. We can make things look safe. We can make communication better. If someone's in trouble, what do? I call them on the phone or I text them, because I got my phone on all the time. So I'm not going to ignore something. So if someone's in trouble, I do what I can to help them. Or if a person comes to me and says that they need to talk or just to calm them down from an emergency or something that may have happened to their family or whatever, it could be anything. Just do the right thing, support people when they need it. We all need it. I definitely need it. I'm just kind of like very anxious, very anxious. I haven't really been in the mood to vlog today, because I've basically been isolating myself. I just don't want to be around people right now. And I normally like my space anyway, but after you're bullied, it it takes you um a long time or whatever it is to get back the way you were, because it's very hurtful and it can cause a lot of problems. It can be very serious. So you want to make sure that you take care of the bullying problem so it can be prevented, because if not, um then that person thinks that it's okay to say whatever they want to say. So what I normally do is, uh if it's a stranger, I don't talk to strangers. I don't talk to strangers. So I know not to do that. So if a stranger came up and said, "Oh, do you need some money? Do you have enough money?" Or, get your wallet out or whatever and tell me how much money you got. Or sometimes you go into a grocery store or something, and let's say those strangers see whoever in a store and they say hi and they're asking you questions that you're uncomfortable with. Am I going to respond to that? No. If I don't know the person, I'm not going to say anything to them. That's just that's what makes it more easier for me, because um unless it's somebody that I know, um like friends that I know and people that I'm in contact with. So um like I said, just be careful, because this happens all the time. So hopefully it never happens again. So I'll have some very important topics coming up this week, especially name calling and other stuff. And these will all be important topics. I'm going to put them all together and discuss them with you. But please comment. All of your comments do make sense. And thank you to the ones that did see my video. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys did an awesome job. It was it was a miracle. It was like God God has gave me a gift, saying that you will be okay. Go, do the right thing. Don't do the opposite. Do the right thing and talk to somebody about it. And don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people get away with stuff, because when they take advantage of you, try and get away with it, then they think that it's okay.
PTX Michigan, Detroit Pontiac wind chill warning.
Because what I was gonna say before I end this video, because I am tired and I'm trying to wrap up the other live vlogs for tomorrow. And now what I was just saying is that we all need we all need friends, we all need family and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, please, again, pass the word around and let people know that being bullied is most definitely wrong. It is definitely wrong. And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts bad. It hurts. It's not anything to laugh about because I'm not laughing. Does it look like I'm laughing? No, I'm not laughing about it. I'm not in no laughing mood. It's not funny. It's not. It's sad. It's upsetting. You're like in a whole different world when that happens. And it does take a while to get over it. And it's not going to go away overnight. I mean, once that you start opening up, or, basically you got to tell somebody right away when you're in trouble, get, you know, make sure that you go to the right person and explain the situation of what's going on, what happened, and all that stuff. So I will do whatever I can to keep the communication open. So if you need to contact me or whatever, let me know. If you need advice on anything else, I am available to talk to you and all that good stuff. And I am going to go. My battery's almost low. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thank you for joining me. Bye.